there, and she's still very raw. You see it. She's only been playing basketball 2 years. This is the first time she's had like. So we've got a decent trainer with her, like for the field, and the first time she's had like some type of like official coaching. So she's got a lot of work.
It takes time.
Yeah,
She's got size.
yeah,
I wouldn't. I don't know where the trainer's working on
yeah,
with her, like playing low,
yeah,
establishing a base, and catching the ball. Everything else will come.
yeah,
Turn left shoulder, turn right shoulder,
yeah.
get the ball up over the rim, use the glass as often as she can, make free throws. She'll be as good as anybody.
Anything else? I mean, we got a few games left not in the class. So anything else you can see?
I think you guys are better when the ball sticks with your point guard, and it makes it very tough for you guys to get anything because I don't think a lot of times she's like probing and other girls are standing, so she's dribbling the ball and I'm waiting for her to pass it to me. Then she runs out of things to do with it and then pass it. I jump in the pass.
So thank you for like it's going to be those types of players that just doesn't and it doesn't. She's been winning.
That cleans it up.
Here's the thing. Well, today I had 7. The other she's winning.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like.
We've been using them like
It was a
That's a philosophy that I use as a coach. If you're playing wrong and I play you, I'm gonna lose.
yeah.
If you're my best player and I don't play you because you're playing wrong, I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
So as a coach,
Yeah. It's either way.
yeah,
It's either way.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
I got you.
So play right and I'll play you and we'll have a chance. If you don't want to play right, cool.
Yeah.
Sit over here and we'll lose and you'll watch.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
matter.
got you. No, I agree.
You guys are gonna be fine. You got pieces again. I think Brooke, she's gonna come into her. She's gonna be a player. You guys will be fine. Just keep doing the right thing.
Thanks, sir. Thank
Best
you.
of luck to you guys.
Hey, Jesse, good seeing you. I guess that's it for us, right? Yeah, we're done. But I mean, even for
He took them.
get a load of this. Chance I'm gonna get some. Let me know.
I thought we just had one.
They're gonna grab it. Okay. All right. So the 24th is that Monday, right? Yeah, it's a Monday. Okay. All right. Let me know if she gets it. I'm assuming she'd be the only one.
I think that's what we.
Oh yeah. She's gotta call me up
Women
talk.
officially decided that yes.
Yeah. All right. Good seeing you, man. Good seeing you.
Likewise.
Thank you for
Likewise. Yes, sir.
All right, so we're set and ready to go here. And this one, we got a big matchup here in the Power Conference with Utah Prep taking on Iowa United. Coach, Utah looking for a win this weekend. We got 2 tails. AJ's been phenomenal this weekend, but team coming up short 2 nights in a row. How tough is this to go three days in a row at this level?
Well, I think they're already off to a good start. I think you're at your best when you put the ball in JJ's hand. There you go. Great action.
AJ going right to work.
Yeah.
Irfan, his first rebound of the ball game. Listen, we got a lot of conversation to get to here in this one. We'll let the game settle in, and we'll get started on that. Talk about last night. I want to take away from Iowa United as well as they get their first possession. Irfan. Soft touch, yes. He's a matchup problem.
Yeah, not bad, big boy.
As well as this guy with the ball. #1 player in the country, AJ. Over to Jackson. Near turnover. And 12 to go here on the shot clock. Bannoquit obstructing traffic.
Don't hold it.
Well short there. One minute off the clock here. Another touch inside. Irfan is looking good early here in this one. Listen, Iowa United's like, I know y'all talk prolific. I know y'all talk Utah, but listen, don't forget, about us.
Yep.
A team that has played very well, looking to go 3-0 this weekend. Liam, no good there. Let's see.
Nice pass ahead.
The rebound outlet pass to AJ as he's trying to weave through traffic and runs into a wall, and he'll reset it. Good mid-range, yes. I tell you what's a concern already defensively is Iowa United is getting to the cup. They're getting some at the rim touches right now. Anthony Felici over to Maniquit. Maniquit, two-man game with Kiss. Maniquit giving it up there. Kiss will let it go. That won't go. AJ tries to chase down the rebound and back to Iowa United. JJ Sullivan. That won't go. That may have hit the scoreboard, right? Nonetheless, Utah Prep comes up with that loose ball. AJ. Coach, we talked about energy level. I know it's early. Yep. What's your early take on the energy level, body language?
I don't love it. I don't love it. I think Utah is, they don't seem to be, for me, of the mindset that we got to get this thing corrected. We got to go the other direction. It's real matter of,
woo. JJ, offensive rebound, and they just swarm him. That body language different. Air fire on the screen there, man.
Yeah, you got to be careful in this because Iowa United doesn't. They're not
going to show you no mercy.
Yeah,
no.
They don't feel sorry for you. They're in a position. We've lost 2 games before. We've gone 0-2 over the weekend. We don't feel sorry for you. We want to get one today.
Arifon, another touch. Good kick out. Not forcing that. And they capitalize. Liam knocking that one down. 9-2. Kiss, Leslie. Good move by AJ. That won't go, and the foul there on the rebound.
Yeah, I just think they've got to, stay the course.
Oh, again, give them 2 shots.
You had your hearts broken last night. It's basketball. You're a big boy. That happens. Let's get focused on. We haven't played great basketball in some time now. Let's focus on.
I'm not sure if he was shooting. He was, because it was a missed attempt, and then he was going to rebound his missed shot. And that's what I'm hearing the echo from Coach Oliver, because he missed the first one, and then was rebounding the miss after the offensive rebound. That's where the foul occurred, or at least that's when the whistle took place. No, I think they got it right. They got it right. AJ, say, no matter, I'll get this too. Yeah. Anyway. 9-4 our score here in this one. Arifon and follows his own miss. How special is this league and this talent? My goodness.
Offensive.
And we're going to get a timeout called here by Coach Smart. And Utah talk some things over. All right, Coach. This is the conversation everyone's having. I call it the shop talk. This is some barbershop talk here, and we had a great game. And again, I want to have this conversation early because I don't want to take away from Iowa United's performance that they're having right now. They're off to a good start, but we had a classic high school game last night. Great atmosphere. The top 2 players in the country, and AJ and Peterson. This was the second time we've seen them go head-to-head. Peterson and Prolific has been victorious in both those games. Both players have played amazingly well in both those performances. And, you know, as far as from a social standpoint, everybody wants to know who's the best and put guys up against each other. Out of the Peterson camp, I think they could care less if he's 1, 2, 10, 50, whatever. But in my opinion, and I still feel it, those two are in a stratosphere of their own. I think they're, in my opinion, when you talk about the top 2 guys of that class, they're there. There's another tier. Like, there's levels to basketball, right?
No question.
So for me, Peterson, as many NBA guys I've seen come out of this league, top picks, number 1 picks, for me, he is the most complete player right now in high school basketball. For me, that makes him the number 1 player, in my opinion, in high school basketball because of a lot of intangibles, not just the results of having 50 and the points, the intangible things as far as how he communicates with his teammates. And this is not saying that others don't, but his effectiveness of understanding when to take over games, grabbing rebounds, he's giving 3 or 4 steals, things of that nature. It's so complete. He has a pro-like approach to me that I've seen in Apollo. Like, Apollo didn't complain to officials, very businesslike in his approach. And again, all those things for me and the results of head-to-head and his team's success, and they have suffered some losses, some injuries and things of that nature. But to me, he's the number 1 player right now in the country. A lot of people will debate it, and I get it. I understand it. Because you have AJ, who's, again, highly level guy, 6'8", elite defender, playmaker, plays above the rim. These guys are both going to have great careers. But if I'm talking about complete package right now, ready to roll today in the league, and who I think could have the best impact right away, it's DP for me.
I mean, especially after last night's performance, I don't know that you can argue that. I'm strongly in the Mikal Brown Jr. camp.
Right.
I think in terms of what I've seen out of him, his ability to handle the ball and deal with pressure and be patient and mature and stuff, I think all of those things are in Peterson. I don't know if Peterson's best position is point guard. He absolutely can play the point, but if we're talking about, again, projecting to the next level, he's probably a 2, in my opinion. And with him being a 2, I could see him being considered the top of that class. With that also, I see AJ as a
you're talking point guard comparisons.
Exactly,
yeah.
Point guard comparison. Being the best overall player, again, I think that conversation is so nuanced that, like, you can change the criteria ever so slightly and push forward whoever you want to push forward. I'm conflicted, to be honest with you. It's hard to say a guy that with the physical tools that AJ has is not like your top guy. It's also difficult to say a guy that's as mature and physically developed and as skilled as Peterson isn't the top guy. It's tough. In addition to that, again, with my guy Mikal, you can't say, I don't think you can say, if you're looking at it objectively, that he's not even anywhere in the conversation either. and it's a matter of, like we talked about off air before, I think it really comes down to who do you like.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Who
the real
fits your
question.
needs?
Exactly.
Yep.
What are you trying to do? What does that mean? We went through a similar situation when John was going into the draft. There was some speculation about whether he was number one or Evan Turner was number one.
Just for the audience at home, we're talking to John Wall,
Yep.
who you coach
Yep.
at Word of God.
Yep. John, in my opinion, like I wouldn't even consider if you got the number one pick, if you have a point guard and it's not him, you get rid of the point guard and you draft my guy.
Right.
If you don't have a point guard, then you need to have one in the NBA, so it's a no-brainer you draft my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Turner was represented by David Falk, Michael Jordan's former agent.
Yep.
He was absolutely convinced that his guy should have been the number one guy, a 6'7" guy who could shoot it, high character guy, understood the game, could defend, he could do a whole lot of things. At the end of the day, how do you say that he's not better than John? The Wizards got the pick. They felt like they needed a point guard. We went first. Somebody else had gotten the pick. Do we go first? I think yes, but can I say conclusively there's no chance that anyone could have gone first? I don't know. So it matters. I think part of the conversation is it matters what you're looking for and who do you like, what do you value. If you value elite athleticism, freak size, maximum versatility, you can't make a case for somebody over AJ. You can't.
Right.
If you are looking for a guy that I have to put in the lineup now, I've got a good point guard, I can play him at multiple positions, he can handle, he can defend, he has the sense to play with and off other people, then you can't say that Peterson's not the guy. And then again, if you need I need a decision maker, I needed a guy who's dynamic and versatile and can shoot it and can distribute it, and you can't just say Mikhail's not in the conversation. With all those things considered, at the end of the day, it goes back to who are you, and what do you want? Like if you're a casual fan and you see traces of LeBron and AJ and you think he's going to be the next person, and that's the guy that I think is the guy, then you get that. If you are looking at a guy who's skilled and poised well beyond his years and talented in a way that we don't get a chance to see very many high school guys ever, then you're gonna like Peterson. If you're a little bit more patient and you're looking for a guy in your style of play and building a team, then you can't turn your back on Mikhail. The rest of those guys, the boozers, fine, they're going to be college players. If you're talking beyond that, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't.
I 100% agree with you on the boozers. I'm like, they're good kids. They're going to be solid college players, but beyond that, I don't know. To be determined, right? I want to change the narrative here as we got a score of 15-7. Iowa United Shabazz, who's been good this weekend, averaging over 20 for this weekend here in Atlanta. That was Anthony Felici in transition. J.J. Maniquit playing downhill.
AJ's got to move. He's been in the same spot in the corner for the past 8 seconds. You got to move.
So let me change the narrative just a little bit in this conversation. One, a quick asterisk we'll get to later is everyone's ability to want to crown who the best is.
Yep.
Like, if I'm talking to either camp, who cares? Like all of them are going somewhere. All of them are going to have different routes. All of them, their storylines are not going to be parallel to each other, right? Yep. But I want to touch on something more important because you get a lot of people in camps and coaches and trainers that get in contact with these guys that may have never experienced an NBA-level player trying to advise guys on how to get to the next level. You've been there. You've had a number one NBA pick. What, from a scouting standpoint, John Wall's ability to play the game was undeniable. Mm-hmm. But what intangibles went into the process of talking with teams. I know you guys didn't talk to a lot of teams. You knew it was
Didn't have to.
objective, right? But what was those conversations like? What were you guys, or what has it been for someone not in John Wall's position, but
Quincy
maybe
Miller.
a first-round pick? Yeah, Quincy Miller. You had
Yep.
Quincy Miller. What was that process like when teams are looking into the intangibles, into a player's camp or a character or their interactions with coaches, refs, and what they do off the court? How important is that to these
It's
teams
hugely
right now?
important, and the crazy part about it is there's so many people who claim to know, and this guy should be ranked ahead of him, and he's number one, and he's number two. And these guys don't either. They're not mindful of everything, and the purpose of being the number one guy is that gets you, I guess, one step closer to your dream.
Right.
But if being in that number one spot, you're not doing things that are consistent with what's going to be required of you and needed of you on the next level, then what does it matter that you're number one? Because inevitably you're going to fall, and that's what it ends up being. With the guys in these conversations, a huge part of it has to be your character. How resilient are you? How great pass by Manigault. Those things matter much more to the decision makers, not the guys. And I'm saying the decision makers. I don't mean the guys that run the ranking services, the scouting services. I'm not talking about the guys who even run the mock drafts, because none of those guys are general managers. So regardless of what their opinion of a player is, the general manager and the coach of the particular team, they're going to be the ones that are making the decision.
And very few are experts that they claim to
They're
be.
not. But even the GMs aren't.
Yeah, right.
They're regular dudes.
Yep.
So they've been entrusted by a billionaire to guide this part of their business, of their portfolio. The CEOs are bad at their jobs all the time. They get fired all the time. GMs get fired all the time because they project and they anticipate a guy's career path looking in such a way, and this is the guy that we hang our hats on. And then a dude that they pass over 6 places behind him turns into a superstar, and this guy never even turns into a rotation player. They get it wrong.
17-9 our score. AJ.
That's a low.
Smooth right there, man.
And one of the things that is grossly overlooked. AJ Dybantsa, Darren Peterson, Mikael Brown Jr. are young men.
Yep.
You're hard-pressed to find any organization out there, basketball, NBA, EuroLeague, otherwise, that doesn't have to deal with the ebb and flow of guys making decisions based on, maturity and things of that nature. And if we have to deal with those shortcomings and those bumps in the road with guys that are considered the elite of the elite, what do you expect out of AJ Dybantsa?
Right.
What do you really expect out of him?
Right.
What do you expect out of Darren Peterson? These guys don't know. They're doing the best they can off of what they have.
And they're in situations that people would dream of that the regular person can't understand. And
very few people around you. AJ's probably different. He's got Coach Smart in his camp now. He's got some other people that he's been able to encounter. But in terms of guys that have done it, the access that you have is it's very limited. So, where do you get the understanding from? Where do you get the understanding from? Where do you get the information from? It's tough, and it's much more complicated and much more nuanced than people. And this is the thing that I dislike about it. First of all, AJ, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yep.
If you can formulate one and you can articulate it, great. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. And it really doesn't matter because, us stating that, for our opinions and what we've seen, let's say that we decide that Darren Peterson, based on our interaction and our assessment on the grind session against our teams and our athletes, Peterson's the #1 dude in the country. Okay, we've got that. Now what?
Right. Exactly.
Still got to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next game, you look at this. Iowa United does not care anything at all about A.J. Dybantsa's 49
Or this
points
conversation
last
we're
night.
having right now.
None at all.
Right.
You showed up in this game today. We're trying to get this dub. What are you doing?
Right.
Nobody really cares. So it's not that big a deal in the grand scheme of things.
Explosive move there for AJ. See, finishes. AJ with 9 so far here in this one.
But that's the great thing, too, AJ, about this league. The fact of the matter is, where else are you going to go that these conversations are even possible? We're not talking a whole lot about the Boozer guys because they don't play here.
Right.
And if you're of that camp, my thing is, what are you thinking when you put your schedule together and all the heat is over here and you play different?
Right.
Is your guy really in the conversation?
Now, are you familiar with how their schedule is?
I'm not.
I'm gonna, and the reason why I asked because it's worth the conversation. So they play at Columbus High School, right? We had basically a showcase game where Prolific plays against Columbus and the Boozer Twins. Peterson goes crazy. His team struggling from the field. He scores 19 of the first 22 points. Prolific wins the game, so on and so forth. 85% of their schedule for Columbus, 85% is local teams. They're in a local state association. They win their local games in their district and state by an average of 45 points. An average of 45 points. What are they getting out of that schedule? And they may play a handful of games in a showcase type situation against let's say a Utah Prep or Prolific or whatever the case may be. And I always said to myself, why? Why? And I understand that coach at that school on the summer circuit coaches them too and had his training facility, and that's the place they decided to make home or whatever the case may be. Big time finish there by AJ. But I just asked myself, I look at their schedule and I'm like, 85% of your games are wasted time.
Yep. Unless what you're trying to do is protect your guy's reputation as opposed to building it or solidifying. And again, it goes back to what I said earlier. What do you want? My thing is, if I have the guy, I don't want there to be any doubts. So wherever it is, that's where we're going.
Yep. Wherever that smoke is,
exactly.
We headed there.
But if that's not then you're not going to make decisions that are consistent with that.
22-16, Utah Prep trying to get back in it, and Iowa United just keeps answering. J.J. Sullivan on the finish there, 9-point lead here in this one. The cool part about the kids that we're talking about on the grind session, AJ, Mikkel, Peterson, and these are all high character kids too. Like really great kids. Sutton White, that won't go. The battle for the rebound, and it'll go to Utah. JJ. Lob over the kisses. He seals early. And let's watch that review here of JJ getting it done, knocking that one down.
Another thing worth noting, AJ.
Yeah.
If you look at AJ, he's gotten every single shot he's wanted.
Yep.
Every single possession. He gets to wherever he wants to get to on the floor.
And there ain't no stopping that.
If he's making those shots tonight, he's probably got 25 points already. That changes the conversation.
Right.
Those shots don't go, which sometimes they don't, even when you're Steph. They don't go sometimes. Right. You're the best shooter ever. Shots don't go.
Right.
So now you look at his stat line and, you look at those points going down, his team's up by 10 or 12 right now, and everything's great. those shots don't go, now it's like the panic starts to set in.
And they're down none.
Exactly.
Yep.
So you have to be mindful of how much credence you give to those external conversations.
How tough is this for a coach like Coach Smart to come into a situation mid-season, getting to know kids? Everybody else has their foundation set, their rotation set. There has to be some sort of different philosophy put in place than what was there before.
Or the change wouldn't have been necessary.
Or it wouldn't have been, right.
Absolutely.
So this is a tough scenario from the standpoint of guys learning their roles.
Yep.
And just from the outside looking in, seeing that the roster is still the same, how many games we've seen them play, I still think there's an identity crisis with this team right now and what that is. And you made a great point. From their adjustments from Friday to Saturday, they made mass improvement on their approach to the game. Is that what they do moving forward? And then this is, to me, this game is a test of what's the heart right here.
Yep.
Like, can we will our way to a win, get back to work, figure it out? So if you're Coach Smart, you're operating with one hand at least tied behind your back. In that situation, what's the approach? Because you don't have the time to break it all down and start from scratch.
This is another aspect of that is you have to consider. Coach Smart is used to coaching men. These are boys.
Yep.
The information uptake, how much time it takes them to process and get their heads around certain things, like, it's different. Their motivation. This isn't Meadow Creek High School where we have AJ's going to University of Georgia and we got 9 other dudes who probably aren't going to play basketball after senior night.
Right.
Every single kid on that Utah team came for the same thing that AJ came for.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, how do I wait behind him? How do I play through him?
How do I complement what he does?
Absolutely.
How does he complement what their abilities are?
Those are very real aspects of what this thing is and has to be at that level. And the higher the ceiling of the potential of the guys that you're dealing with, the more you have to deal with in terms of getting guys on the same page.
Man, and quick. Scanning the floor. Over to Jackson. Jackson playing off 2 feet. Kids to back it out. AJ looking to go to work. He'll step back. And 2 shots coming up here for AJ. First free throw is good. (25-22). Shabazz, good defense here these last few possessions for Utah. AJ inside, playing through contact, and another foul there. Be baseline out.
This conversation AJ brings into mind a phrase that people, I don't know who started it, but years ago, first world problems.
You're right.
Like, we've got a circuit that hosts 3 of the top amateur basketball players in the world.
4 McDonald's All-Americans just this year.
Really? Like, who's better?
Right.
Take your pick.
Mm-hmm.
If the conversation in that class is about who's better, they play here. That's that's I think the most complimentary part of this is if
At the
your
end of the
dude
day.
doesn't play on the grind session, he's not in the conversation.
Right.
You can say what you want.
Yep.
Is it DP? Maybe. Is it AJ? Maybe. Is it Mikhail? Maybe. But the fact of the matter is they all three play here.
Yep.
And if your guy doesn't play here, you're probably not legitimately part of the conversation.
AJ knocking that down to tie this ball game with under a minute to go. Utah Prep rejecting that one. It'll be out of bounds. And AJ right now, he's got 16 here in this one, 16 of their 27. And we'll get a timeout called, and they're going to use their 30 or full.
No, it's a full. Sit down.
Maybe a 30. Has to be. Yeah, you used two fools.
So tied at 27.
Yeah, you used them both. Yeah, you used one for 420.
Under a minute to go. Shabazz, Sutton White curling, touching the paint, kick out, and 5 to go here on the shot clock. Liam, straight line drive, and Jackson Kiss corrals that rebound. Maniquick into the front court here for Utah, and they can take the lead here on this possession. Yeah, he got into his landing. I thought he got into his landing spot there.
He did.
We got a timeout call by Iowa United. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back. This is the Grind Session. So coming out of this timeout, we're tied at 27. So we're here from the coaches coming up here at halftime, get their thoughts on the first half of this one. Into the front court, Sutton White. Five to go here on the clock. Tough. And that'll do it. Tied at 27. We'll hear from the coaches coming up here in just a bit. This is the Grind Session. as you get ready for the third quarter?
We got to guard without. That's obviously how they got back into it, and we got to do what we can control, and that's showing our hands and being in position. A lot of times you're late and not where you're supposed to be. That's where those fouls happen. So we got to clean up the fouls, keep the defense, and then get something going offensively.
All right, well, let's get back to your squad. Yeah, we'll hear from Utah Prep when we come back. This is the Grind Session. Thank you.
This is our home, means everything to me. There's no other place I would raise my family. Look all around, see the beauty to see. Take it time.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Well, welcome to the Grind Session. We're on the move once again, and we're in Hawaii. Yeah, JJ Maniquit is about to show out in front of these home fans. AJ Dybantsa, too, is ready to play, and we're ready for a great show. Utah Prep at home, so to speak, a true home game for them. I know it's Utah, but they got a lot of kids from right here in Hawaii, and the fans are ready to see them perform. Are you ready? That's the question. Yeah, it's the Grind Session.
I'm JJ Maniquit. I'm from Hilo, Hawaii, and I'm a senior at Utah Prep. Growing up in Hilo, I mean, it's a special place. I mean, the people here are just super passionate about where we come from and our culture, and family's everything here. I'm so passionate about this place, and to see, the love that they show back and reciprocate, puts a smile on my face, but it's been a special opportunity, and I'm just super grateful for it.
My name is Anthony Falesi. I'm from Laie, Hawaii. It's on Oahu. Very small town, very small community, but a lot of love from that side. I think coming home, it's amazing, it's great. Seeing a lot of family, just being around my people, it's always amazing.
I mean, it feels great, coming back home, being able to play in front of my home crowd, people from all over the island coming out to support us, and I just try to represent where I come from, wherever I go. So being at Utah Prep, I'm still representing Kohala and trying to make everybody there proud, and not only them, but the whole state of Hawaii.
Let's get it, let's go. We're in Hawaii. It's the Grind Session. Getting the opportunity to play here at home. First time of his high school.
I'm super grateful for the opportunity to bring such a high-level basketball tournament to our hometown here in Hilo, Hawaii. Growing up here my whole life, this kind of level, high-level basketball at the high school level almost seemed unattainable growing up here. And the fact that I was able to work with the Grind Session and bring an event like this here and let the kids and the community experience basketball at this level means everything to me and my family, and we're just overjoyed to share our experiences through basketball here with our hometown.
Welcome to Hilo, Hawaii.
It's the Grind Session, man.
Motley. Throw down there. Stop quick. Live action. We're an opportunity here. AJ. Straight down the lane, flush.
We've been doing the Grind Session now for 11 years, but as I was telling Jay, we have never experienced a community that has supported us like you guys have, okay?
If you want to get better, if you want to play the best competition there is in high school basketball is the Grind Session for sure.
No matter where I go, I adore. This will always be my home. This is my home. Means everything to me. There's no other place in the world I'd rather be. Look all around, see the beautiful scenery. Take it silent. This is our home. Means everything to me. There's no other place I would raise my family.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass it.
Brown Jr. is officially a Louisville Cardinal.
Pat Kelsey gets
the signature commitment, one of the highest rated commitments in program history. I think he's a phenomenal talent. And from the high school scouts that I've talked to, I mean, completely raving about this kid. The ability to just control the whole offense in the half court, be the lead ball handler. There's not much he can't do with the basketball.
Mikael Brown, absolute certified bucket. Yeah, he dropped 50 this weekend here in Miami, and he says he's not done yet. He's just getting started. Ranked 7th overall, and he's got the gym full of Division I coaches to watch him, and it didn't take us long to see why. He's got the crossover. He's got the range. He's at the basket. And yeah, man, he's that dude. Mikael Brown, one to watch out for here on the Grind Session.
My name is Mikael Brown. I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I go to DME Academy. What made me love basketball was seeing my dad play it at a young age. Coming out of the womb, my dad was in college, my mom was still in college, so he always used to bring me to practices, used to give me a ball, put a ball in my hand on the sideline, and just hold it the whole time, maybe dribble it when I was little. Put me in a lot of like basketball camps just to have fun, but over time I grew to have fun, and I really wanted to take it serious. Me and my dad really started working hard and getting to it. Some things that inspired me, I would say, would be just my family and what we've been through, and all the sacrifices that my mom and dad had to make for me and my siblings to live a solid life, and we just want to get back to them, and that's what keeps me going during a bad game and gives me motivation. When I hear the word grind session, I think of every single game is going to be a really great game. It ain't going to be no BS game. Everybody has good players on their team. They play together, they play hard. There's no game that's going to be a slouch. You better come into every single game prepared, or you could lose that night. So I'll just say, just all around, you got to compete every single game.
Mikael is having an amazing start to the season, but it doesn't surprise any of us here at DME because he has professional habits. From the way he eats, to the way he sleeps, to the way he trains, to the way he handles his business in the classroom. Mikael is special because he's so hard to guard one-on-one, and he's so able to score, but also create for others. So you really got to kind of pick your poison when you're guarding guys.
His game is 85% mental, 15% physical, so it's just all in the mind and staying sharp and staying focused within the game, and every possession counts. So that's the biggest thing for me. I really don't look at the points side of things. I just want to win. This is the grind session.
Brand new whip, just hopping. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton.
All tied at 27 to start this third quarter. AJ going right to work. He's got 21 of their 29.
Really easy.
Arifon. Jackson Kiss stripping that one. And just through the hands of Anthony there. Erfan couldn't get that one to go. Lost the handle on the way up. There's AJ. Just muscling through traffic there. Just dominate, man. He is a matchup nightmare.
He is. It does make it tough. Like, who do you guard him with? You're putting together your game plan, play Utah Prep. You're a high school coach. You put your point guard on him. You put your power forward on him.
Yep, right.
You let your center try to guard him. Like, what do you?
Good luck.
What do you do?
Good luck. That shot comes up short. It's gonna be a kick ball. There's JJ. Gets to keep it. JJ working back to get it. Maniquit looking to go to work. Maniquit pulling up. Yes. What's JJ? What's he got? JJ. It's a 6 here for Maniquit. Sudden White, tough pass. Shot clock violation coming.
Seems like Utah Prep starting to get a little life. I know it, if not on the court, definitely off the court. Their bench is live over here.
What does a win like this do for Utah to close out this weekend and get a win against the Iowa United team that's playing extremely well?
I think it does a great deal for you if you let it.
Kiss. Good execution there.
Because the fact of the matter is, like, prior to this weekend, you haven't played great basketball. And you have to allow some time and give yourself some grace to get from where you were to where you want to be.
And good defense right there. AJ in the open court. AJ throwing it down. And we're going to get a timeout call by Iowa United. How about this run? A 12-0 run to start this third quarter. And AJ getting up and throwing it down. We'll be back. This is the Crime Session. You know what's crazy? I was just telling Jess, the first ever Grind Session event / game I ever attended before I was even thought of to be a part of this. First game I ever watched. That's how spoiled we are. Was Derrick Rose. playing an event.
wow.
Chicago Simeon at Hoop Fest. My first experience. Good post entry, Erfan, and he'll get fouled. Have a chance to go shoot two. I think if you're Iowa United, you got to make this a half-court game, and it's got to be there the next 3, 4, 5 possessions there. Whether he's kicking it out for a good look or handling his business in the post.
You look at the personnel for Utah Prep too. I feel bad for those guys because you got to, if they decide to go through Erfan, you got to change your lineup. I think that's to put Kiss in that position. I think that's a tough ask of him.
I mean, but look at Erfan. Who's going to play? Who you got?
Yeah.
Zone look here for Iowa United. First time we've seen that this afternoon. Anthony rattles in and out. Erfan chasing that rebound. As Sutton White pushes it across the timeline. It was a 12-0 start to start the quarter for Utah. And it's 4-5 as AJ was trying to shoot. JJ, good. Forty-one 28. Good bucket. Again, 4 or 5 possessions in a row. You got to go there. And AJ, another good finish there. He's got to be approaching the 30 ball.
Great ball.
Another 3 there for AJ, and some good ball movement here for Utah. They lead by 16.
Hopefully we're witnessing Utah turning the page.
Yep, you can do it. Hit the horn, please. They want to review it. Hit the horn. They want to review it. All right, so we got a coach's challenge here. We review in our league. I know we're different. Yes. All right, so we'll bring that replay up here. And we'll have you back it up and slow it down. Zoom in, Chris. Says.
Spin. Okay, come back to him. Ain't no spin. Oh, that's all ball. That's all ball. Did you touch it up there? That's all on white. That's all on white.
Hey, so they'll lose a timeout.
No, they challenge.
Oh, they challenge? So they'll lose a timeout. Hey, right.
I stepped by. There was a bottle.
Okay.
Behind me, I stepped on. We only had a handful of paper towels.
46-30. So review challenge successful by Coach Smart. So he'll retain his timeout. AJ, kick out. Jackson, shot fake. Pull from three, and Irfan. Getting it done there. And good wall up there.
Nah. That's
So Irfan with a double-double. AJ already has 31 in this ball game. He's been giving you at least 40 every night.
Yep.
Ball from three, and yes. All Utah Prep right now, 49-30, just over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and we're going to get a timeout called here by Iowa United as things have gone left. I mean, way left. We were tied at 27 when we started this half, and it has been all Utah. A 22-3 run to start the quarter here in this one. We got a full timeout. We'll be back. This is the Grind Session. Pull from three, and Iowa United just has gone ice cold from the field. Another try. First foul. Throw down for Anthony Falesi from AJ. Good execution there. 51-30.
Reset! Go man! Good switch. Hands up high. Hands up high.
Irfan.
Let's go.
AJ with another rebound. AJ in transition. AJ. Stop. Pop. That's tough. Irfan with the rebound here for Iowa United. Where's their offense going to come from? Utah Prep has held them to 3 points so far in this quarter. That is it. How about the versatility of AJ? Guarding Sutton White, who's maybe 6 foot. At his length, that comes.
That's a very kind measurement, AJ.
Shabazz, he's been quiet here in this one. Much needed bucket there.
Yep.
And that goes. AJ getting it done. 54-32. We'll be back. This is the grind session. So to be a technical free throws for Iowa United to start this quarter. We got an attack on AJ. And actually rightfully so. I thought the referees handled that the right way. First free throw is good.
They have the arrow too, correct?
They actually get the arrow too. So a team that struggled to score, they only put up 5 points in the third quarter, will take the freebies.
Already.
Yep.
Don't reach side, hands.
Erfan.
Trace the ball.
Look to reverse it. Here comes the reverse and Sutton White. Extra pass, Erfan. And
now, see, that's what I don't like. Erfan was ready to fight a second ago because of what JJ did and what AJ did. But he turns around, you get the dunk block, but you get the foul, and he walks back to the line doing this. So you can dish it out, but taking it,
right?
That's a problem. That's a block.
Hey, ref.
Right. So both shots made there. 54-36. And a block there by Erfan and Shabazz into the front court. Erfan, another post up. And they'll dig on him. And JJ, good help defense there. Sutton White. Liam, let it go up against the shot clock, and that'll be a violation there. So a little pressure being applied here by Iowa United. With 2-2-1 pressure. Nice drive, and can't. Good shot. 57-36. Great pass there from JJ. Good find. And
Can't
Utah
tell
Prep
you
bringing
how
the smoke.
big a deal this is for Utah.
Absolutely.
I think this game could change their season.
Sutton White, yes. Sutton White nearly gets that steal.
The pressure from behind got JJ sped up a little bit.
And one opportunity coming up here for Iowa United. What a find here by JJ. Putting it on the street. So that's going to be an offensive foul on Utah. So that's a technical foul.
Yep.
Intentional. So 59-43.
All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Go back, move wide, move wide.
AJ. Hello. My goodness.
Go get it. Return, go. Go get it.
Air fine. Watch this by AJ.
Good job.
Getting up, throwing it down.
He's good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He's up there, man. He's up there.
61-44. Jackson. Dump off and throw down there.
Way to share the sugar.
Absolutely.
Get the ball. Don't relax. Short. Come on, Zay.
Pull from three, Liam In and out there. Tap out is going to go back to Utah Prep.
Elbow 2. AJ. Elbow 2. Read it now, read it. Wide first. Bring it over, bring it over, bring it over. Elbow 2. Come on, Red.
So 13 to go here on the shot clock. 5:07 to go in this ball game.
Go get it! Go get it! Weak, AJ! Come on, get that over!
63-47. Getting the possession arrow corrected there. Arifon. Second white, back to Arifon. A pull for mid-range is good.
Nice touch.
63-49. Listen to AJ there, and their turnover. The ball's loose, and numbers here for Iowa United. Drop off to Sullivan, and makes good on that. 12-point game. As Iowa have enough left in the tank to try to make a comeback here. Here's JJ. Nice. JJ Maniquit. JJ Sullivan. That's in and out.
Go, let's go! Let's go!
Sudden White. Don't look now, folks. We got a 12-point game.
You got to know that trap is coming.
So Arifon 20 and 13 so far in this game.
You got to know that trap is coming. You can't just catch the ball on the sideline. When you see that they're bringing pressure, you can't just catch the ball and hang out. If you catch it on the sideline, you got to immediately get off.
So 65-53. Inbound to here to Maniquit. Maniquit. Short corner pull up, that won't go. Sudden White chases it down, and he'll get fouled. And that's maybe bonus. Now, if you're protecting the lead, if you're trying to come back from this deficit, it's a good sign for Iowa United to get in bonus, get an opportunity to get a couple points without the clock moving.
Yep.
First free throw is good. So Sutton White, his second one coming up. And that's good. Let's see the throw down there.
Under our guy. Under.
Coach, I don't know if Iowa United tall task to overcome that run that Utah went on in that second quarter. Sullivan. It's HA. Misses that jump shot. And missed opportunity there for Iowa United. They retain possession here. Arifon. Inside Arifon. That may be an offensive goal today. So we got a timeout called by Iowa United. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be back. This is the Grind Session.
Don't pass, 5-4. Read it.
67-57. Utah leads by 10. They started off this half storyline, third quarter, on a big run, a 22-5 run.
Go it back, go it back.
Yeah.
That may be a walk.
Yeah.
There's that speed back. There's that speed back. He was on that speed bag right there. That's that Tyson. That's that Floyd Mayweather right there.
He didn't throw it back. Yeah, the pressure's coming. As soon as they throw it to you, you throw it back because you know that your job is to draw the pressure. And then you draw the pressure, you get the ball out of your hand.
Sutton White. Shabazz. Sullivan.
Wow.
Good bucket there. 8-point game. AJ. Yep. So first free throw, no good. got AJ 37. What was the second number? 37 points and 7 rebounds here in this one. Under a minute to go. Skip pass, JJ. Over to Kiss.
Corner. Find the corner, JJ. Find the corner.
It's going to be a good win here. Great win for Utah. And we're going to foul there.
2 more to give.
Yep. So just under 27 seconds to go here in this one.
AJ's going to throw this ball to the other end of the gym. So he's going to throw the ball to the other end of the gym.
Anthony ready to take off, man. Ready to run that post route.
All the way down, hands.
Hey, turn the shot clock off. It's only 21 seconds left in the game.
Go!
AJ breaking the press, and they'll follow. 2 shots coming up here for AJ.
AJ's got a fan club up behind
Yeah, he
us.
does.
They
ride or die.
wild.
Shabazz throwing that one down. That'll do it. We'll have an interview with the player of the game coming up here in just a bit. This is the Frog Section.
Make that my social media profile picture. I'll make that my school profile picture.
Hey, what was his line? What's his line? 39, 9, and 7? 38. So she's trying to shortchange me. All right, I'm here with the player of the game, AJ. 39 points, 38 points, 7 rebounds. Averaging over 40 this weekend. I know it's important for you guys to get a win, set a tone for down the stretch. Talk about gelling with these guys and your role on this team as you guys move forward.
I mean, we have a new coach.
Yep.
I mean, so just, letting him teach us. I mean, it's game for the NBA, USA basketball, and just taking what he knows from the game and then gelling it all together.
We talked about on the broadcast, guys kind of learning their roles and kind of learning the new system. Typically, you'll have an off-season to do that, a mid-season change. It takes some time gelling. So how important was it for you guys to get through this weekend and guys to be patient and let that develop?
I mean, it was good. That was like his 4th game, like starting this weekend. So I mean, we played 2 very good teams. Prolific Dream City, we lost, came short, but we know what we got to do. We watched film, but we had to get a win now, and we got to win out for the rest.
And the most important games are in March, right?
Yep.
All right, man. Great performance, great weekend for AJ, and we will see you next week in DC. This is the Grind Session.